Good morning, this is Dwayne, and today I'd like to take a look at color tones. Did you know that color tones can add so much interest to your piano playing without even improving your technique at all? They can just add a lot of interest. Most people play without color tones. In other words, they just use the notes of the chord, whatever it is. If they're playing the C chord, they just use those three notes, C, E, and G, and that's fine. But if you want a little interest, then there's a number of crayons that you can color with on the piano. And one color tone is called a sixth tone, a sixth. Okay, so you simply add the sixth note of the scale to the chord. So if you're playing C chord, then just add the A and you have a sixth chord. And that sweetens up the sweetens up the sound. Okay, it's not that it's better than plain pure chord. It's not. I use plain pure chords too, but if I want this kind of sound, then I use a sixth chord. Okay, so lots of uses for sixth chord. And then there's a major seventh, and that sounds like this. That's a major seventh right there. I'm playing the F chord, but I'm putting in a major seventh. It just gives a kind of a, I don't know, a sleepy feeling and maybe a nostalgic feeling or something like that. So if you like that sound, just put in major sevenths into your chords. Now, you can play them in the left hand, or you can play them in the right hand, or you can play both. I like to spread out my chords so that maybe I'll be playing a pure C chord in the left hand, but I'll be playing the major seventh in the right hand. So you can voice chords with two hands or just one hand as you wish. Okay, and then there's the ninth chord. There's two kinds of ninth chords, a ninth and a flatted ninth. But here's a ninth chord, and here's a flatted ninth. Okay, nice sound. It tightens it up a good deal. See, that's the flatted ninth above C. If I'm playing C, I'm using the flat, not the ninth, but the flatted ninth. Okay, so that's a flatted ninth chord. And then there's, like I said, a major ninth chord, which includes the major seventh as well as the ninth. And then there's such a thing as a flatted fifth. Let me continue on that song. There's a flatted fifth. There's a D7, and the fifth is flatted. I got the ninth. That's usually resolved, but not always. And then there's the 11th chord, which it has a 7th and a 9th plus the 11th. Usually it's that note instead of that note. That's kind of a suspension. So if you like that sound. And then of course there's a 13th, which includes the 7th, 9th, 11th, and 13th. Or you can leave the 11th out, or use a raised 11th. I like kind of that sound with a normal, natural 11th in it, in the 13th. That's a 9th. Anyway, there's a lot of opportunities for color tones in your piano playing. So I'd like you to investigate putting a sixth in, putting a major seventh in, putting a major ninth and a regular ninth and a flatted ninth, and then the 11th and 13th. And and then you can make a lot of interesting chords that way by spreading it out between the two hands. I'll do a video soon on voicing. Voicing is the subject of how to position chords on the keyboard, but I'll do that at a separate time. So just some ideas on color tones, how to color on the piano without crayons. If you enjoy this kind of thing, come on over to Play Piano and sign up for a free newsletter, and you'll get little lessons like that most every other day or so. And also tune in to my YouTube, come to my YouTube channel where I have lots of new videos, okay? So do that. All right, thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.